Dave, nice to see you again. First league game in charge of Norwich City tomorrow. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, we are more than excited, to be fair. I think we had a good week. 3 days of training, 1 day with double session. Obviously, it's not a massive time which we had, but we had some more time, and hopefully we can show some progression on Saturday tomorrow against Preston.
Yeah, you didn't have much time to prepare for the game last week, but you've had a whole week this time. How much of a difference has that made in terms of getting your messages across?
Yeah, at the end of the day, every day helps. Every training session helps. Now we are in for a little bit more than a week, even if we were not allowed because of our working permission to take training from day one. But as I said, every day helps to get used to each other a little bit more, to assess everybody a little bit, to get a better picture. But work isn't done in a week. So we are looking forward to the first game, which we have tomorrow. But obviously we will looking forward to the future as well. And we have to take it step by step, and we will do. Obviously, we have to prepare the team to be as much as successful as we can. But I said this before, the most important thing is that we are now at the minute be focused on our performances. And I'm for 100% sure if you have consistently the performances on a high level, the results will come. So yes, we need points. Yes, we like to win. And this is obviously what the aim is. But I think now at this stage, we have to make sure, be focused on every battle on the grass, which is in front of you. Make sure that you have as most successful periods in the game, which you can have, and then results will come. And I think this is the most important thing. And this is the message which I wanted to get across to the lads. And obviously, everybody's excited. You can feel it. So that in training, even in the meetings which we have when we speak about how we like to play football, how we like to defend, that everybody is on board. And it's always interesting how quick the players can adapt and how quick they can bring on the pitch in practice what we've spoken about in theory or what we've done in training. And this is always the challenge which you face, but we are excited about it.
Yeah. I noticed on the club videos that some of the training is in the dark. Have you brought back double training sessions or not?
Yeah, we had double trainings. I think it was on Wednesday or Tuesday. Yes, and it's part of our training regime. Luckily, we have floodlights here, and luckily they work as well. So this is something I think, especially in England, when it starts to get dark at 4 o'clock in the winter, or sometimes if it's rain even earlier, you need it. So I prefer, for example, if we travel away, not to arrive too early. So if you train in the morning and then you travel and fly away, for example, to Preston, then you are too early in the hotel. So I like to arrive in the hotel right for dinner. And this means you should train a little bit later. And then even if you are not having double sessions, it starts to get dark sometimes in the winter here in England. So everything is here. Everything is prepared. We have great facilities. I said this before. It's very, very good what I face here. And obviously, if you have it, why don't use it? So and this is what we do.
Yeah. Any team news for tomorrow? Anyone injured? Anyone not able to take part?
No, it looks like that we have more or less the same squad available, plus Josh, who is back in training this week. So this is how it looks at the minute.
And how about Todd Cantwell? He didn't play last week. Lots of talk about him maybe going to Rangers. Any link in that?
Yeah, I think there is no secret. So he will not be involved for sure. He is having conversations with clubs. I think it makes sense that he takes his time now in this window, and we will see after the window how everything progresses. But I think at the minute this is where his focus is on, and this is totally okay.
Yeah. If you were to lose Cantwell, would you look to replace him or not?
I think, as I said, in a week you can't have the overview when you come new. I think I have to assess everything. Obviously, I'm in daily conversation with Stu. Our office are door by door. But give me some time to get an overview and to overthink what will be best for the rest of the season in terms of the squad. everybody has a chance to impress every training session, every game, every minute in the game which he has. And afterwards we have to make sure to make the best decisions, but this is too early to decide now.
After the Blackburn game, you talked about the real positive energy from the crowd. How much are you going to need them tomorrow and the rest of the season, really?
I think, listen, you guys are all long enough in football as well. A successful football team or a successful football club always had positive support from the stands, always. You can name me one team which was successful without the proper support from the stands. One of the reasons why this club interested me, I only were able to be at Carrow Road once with Huddersfield in the Championship, but even if Norwich lost at this evening, good for us at this moment, but even if they lost, the atmosphere was great. It really was. And all the German players I've spoken with during the time they were here, they said the same. I was very pleased with the atmosphere which we had at Blackburn, against Blackburn in the Cup. I feared that we have nearly 1,000 away travellers for tomorrow, which is unbelievable. So they give us everything what we need for sure, and we have to start to pay back. We have to pay back with, as I said, take every single battle on the grass like it is your last one, and this is what we like to do. And then hopefully the performance will improve, and hopefully then results will come as well. So back to your question, the supporters are playing a crucial part in what we try to build here, and but we know we are the ones who at first have to pay to get the reward. We are totally aware about this, but I know he has everything in place from the stands to create an atmosphere where you can play this intensive, energetic, aggressive football, which we love to do. And for this, we need the energy from the stands for sure.
Just one more question. Have you had a chance to look at Preston much? I mean, they're quite good defensively, but they don't score many goals. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of stats. Yeah, I know about their home record and their away record. I've heard they haven't scored a lot of goals in the past before they host us in the first leg, and they scored them 3 times. So who cares stats? At the end of the day, it's all about us. Make sure you are focused on yourself. I said this much more often before. I respect Preston a lot. We will do. But we will be focused on ourselves. We have to make sure that we play football on the highest level in terms of our identity. And this is what we try to do the first time on Saturday together.
Thanks, David. Good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Paddy. Morning, David.
Hello.
We'll let you get a chance to have a drink. Thanks for your time, obviously. Can we just go back to fitness? And you said pretty much the same squad as last weekend. So would that mean no Ben Gibson, no Sam Byron for this weekend?
Yes. So to give you an update on this, both Ben looks like he makes good progression. It looks like that he can be back on the grass next week. Maybe he is in contention then for the Coventry game for the squad. Sam Byron, he will take 6 to 8 weeks, I think, after the injury which he faced till he is back. We have to have further investigations in this week to have a clear picture about it, but it looks like that it's roughly in this period 1.5 months.
And with Byron, just to double clarify with you, David, has he had to have any procedure, any surgery or anything, or is that something that you might have to wait?
No, there is no surgery necessary, but obviously it takes time.
Can I ask you about, now you've been in and had a chance to assess Isaac Hayden? We all know his backstory. He's had his issues with his knee. He came out on his own, I think, social media there just over the Christmas period, said he's needed another procedure. Where does that sit in terms of you and the football club in terms of the timescale of that? Does it have any impact for the loan? The reason I ask that is obviously Jacob Ramsey, another loanee. The clubs have decided, because he's going to be out for a period of months, that loan's been cancelled. So where are we in terms of Isaac Hayden?
So from the contract situation, there is no chance to cancel this loan. And in terms of his injury, so Isaac, I met him yesterday. He had a surgery. I think at the minute it's not really clear to predict for 100% how long it will take, but it looks like at the minute, and I think we have to assess this every 4 to 8 weeks. It looks like that for the last games of the season he can be ready to be back on the grass as well, and hopefully we have more than only this 20 games in front of us. So this is why we decided, okay, we try everything to get him healthy and fit as soon as possible, because maybe this can be the final push which we need at the end of the season. And this is how we wanted to deal with Isaac Hayden now in the future.
Right, thank you. And Shemi Poeta as well, who is a Norwich player, cut short his loan from Birmingham. He's not really played much. I think he had a shin issue there. Just what's the situation with him?
So he has further investigations next week, and then hopefully I can give you a better update.
Just sort of moving it forward off the sort of team squad fitness issues. Josh Sargent, you said he's available this weekend, and I think when you described him as a central striker for you, that is probably what a lot of Norwich fans would like to hear, because there's been this feeling that that's probably where he's most effective. But obviously Timu Pukki, we all know what he offers and his value. And in terms of how you set up with maybe one out-and-out striker, is it a case of one or the other, or is it a bit more nuanced than that, do you think?
No, listen, if we and to be fair, it's a great situation for a manager to have 3 top quality strikers with different skills, obviously, as well, different ages as well, and this is what we have. So, but the truth is, if you like to play no one out of their position, and sometimes it's necessary that they play out of position, this will always be the case over the season. But if you like to use them on their strengths and on their best position, then normally only 2 of the 3 will start. So this is the truth. Everybody's invited to show in the trainings week, I'm ready to start, and if so, great, and if not, everybody is asked to give positive energy into the dressing room if he not starts, and then to perform when he comes in. And to be honest, especially against Blackburn, I thought we were able to keep the intensity high and the performance on a good level, because our subs have done a great job. All of them, which they came in, we kept the energy high, and this is exactly what we need. So start or not, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, half time, or 90 minutes. I don't really care. For me, it's important. Every minute you are on the grass, come on, invest everything for this football club, and this is what is important. And in terms of the striker, if everybody is healthy and everybody is on the same fitness level, then obviously one of them will not start and 2 will start. But this has to be assessed from week to week. And obviously then it depends on the one or other. Sometimes feel a little bit tired for whatever reason. There are so many situations over the season. It's great to have 3 quality strikers in your squad.
Yeah, ultimately it's competition, which is what you want as head coach, isn't it? Talking of substitutions that came on last week, I'm interested to get your thoughts on Daniel Sanani, who got to the playoff final with Huddersfield, one of your former clubs. How you assessed him, what your first impressions of him, what you can maybe add to what you're looking to bring?
So as I said, he didn't start against Blackburn, like Dower as well, and Gipsy for example, but all of the guys who came in, Daniel as well, have done a good job against Blackburn. So we will see who will get the starting shirt tomorrow, and then who will come in after whatever in halftime or after 60 minutes, and then on which level he can perform then as well. I think the most important thing is that, I said this before, everybody is clear in his head. It's all about this football club, all about to bring success back to this football club, and then it doesn't matter if you start or not. Use all the minutes which you have, will it be 90 or less, to perform on the highest level, not only for yourself, for this team. And this is what I ask everybody.
How important could a player like Kenny McLean be for you? Because we can see in your system that sort of deeper lying quarterback will maybe almost roll that pivot, and his passing range at the weekend, which maybe people don't automatically associate with him. He's a very good athlete, he's very good at pressing, but he clearly has that ability as well. So could he be a key player for you moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Kenny brings everything to play this role, which I think he should play. A position where he has to have the ability to play long range passes and short range passes. He is a very intelligent player as well. And obviously you have to be able to defend and be aggressive in the right moments, especially when this counter-press situations come. You have to be intelligent, football intelligent, to really see the danger in the right moments, to build up the rest defense quick enough, and he has everything. It's important that he stays calm, that he not gets too emotional, that he keeps his position even if more or less the one or other doesn't go right, and it will never always go right over the whole time. This is something where he for sure can progress, but everything what I've seen from him, he's a top pro. I'm very happy with him, having him in my team.
Okay. Just a couple more if I can. I think one of the eye-catching things you said in your first interview with the club is this hunter mentality now, that where you are in the table, that could maybe work for you, and you look at the table, Preston tomorrow, 1 place, 1 point above you. Is this the first opportunity to maybe put that into practice?
Absolutely. So first chance to catch somebody, we will try it. Yes, this is the aim, no doubt about it. But I have no idea it will happen for sure. And this is for 100%. There will be some further opportunities after Saturday as well.
And just final one, more broadly talking about January and the sort of evolution of the squad, are you a coach who doesn't really want to carry a lot of players who maybe don't have an opportunity to get into your 18 or get into your 11? You know, where do you sit on that? Would you rather have a lot of options, or do you want a real core group who all feel they've got an opportunity?
No, for me, the most important thing is that everybody knows his role, and everybody knows that it is important to invest every single second on the grass in training, especially in training. And then if you get the starting shirt, good. If not, come on, continue. It will not stop after tomorrow's game. No, it will not. It goes on and goes on and goes on. And this is important. I don't like to have a huge squad. Especially, I don't think it's necessary in a football club like which we have with such a great academy. So there are so good products which we have. So I've seen the under-21 game Friday night. I think it was. Some of the lads already trained with us. I don't think you have to have a huge squad with so much talent here in your football club which you already have in place. But I like to have competition for sure. So nobody should rest. And I'm a strong believer, and I said this. I'm a strong believer, as good and as hard as you train, as good you will play. So if you like to take your handbrake over the week in training, it doesn't work with me. I like to have full throttle in training, because then you can full throttle perform on the grass. If you don't invest everything over the trainings week, I have no idea how it should work then. Switch on from 1 second to the other on Saturday, and then it should be there. This is not how I think it works, and this is not how we like to set up our mentality when we come to work here day in, day out.
Thank you, David. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.